Hi, I'm Emily of Emily's Line Fitness, and welcome to this 30-minute upper body workout. In today's 30-minute upper body workout, we are going to use a mat or a soft surface, and then we are also going to be using our heavy dumbbells because today it's going to be all about building strength. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to begin with our feet hip-width apart and parallel, and we'll start with just some gentle shoulder rolls, rolling those shoulders up, back, and down. As you roll those shoulders up, back, and down, just take a moment to really focus in on lengthening your spine so the crown of your head is reaching away from the floor as your feet root down to the ground beneath you. Keep shoulders circling, but now reverse the direction. Back, up, down, back, up, and down. Last 4, last 3, last 2, last 1. You can melt those shoulders down. From there, take your hands up and overhead, grab opposite shoulder with opposite hand, and now we have some shoulder shrugs. You're going to inhale, elevate your shoulders up towards your ears. Good, and exhale, exactly. Just moving those shoulders up and moving those shoulders down. It might feel nice to look left and right a little bit. Last 3, last 2, last 1. You can relax those shoulders away from your ears. Keep a hold of your elbows. Push through your left foot and give me a big side stretch up and over to the right, opening the left side of your waist to the ceiling. Inhale here, exhale back to center, and now pushing through your right foot, give me a big side bend up and over to the left. Inhaling here, exhale back to center. One more each way. Inhale up and over to the right. Exhale, center. Inhale up and over to the left. Exhale, center, and now coming to just one side of your mat, you can release your arms down to your sides. Inhale here. Exhale, drop your chin to your chest and roll yourself off an imaginary wall behind you, bit by bit, bone by bone, until you are in your forward fold. At the bottom, bend your knees as much as you like here. We'll shake our heads yes and no. Inhale, and then exhale, walk your hands out so that you're in a plank position. Good. In your plank, your shoulders are going to be right over those wrists. Spread your fingers out super wide. Lengthen the crown of your head away from your heels. And now we have a blast off plank. So you're going to bend your knees, reach your hips back towards your heels, keeping your knees close to the floor, and then extend your legs, shoot yourself forward, find that plank position. Sending your butt back, and then exhale, sending it forward. Inhale, sending it back, and exhale, sending it forward. Give me 3 more. Inhale back. Exhale forward, last 2. Nice, last 1, you can just hold your plank position here. Option to stay up on the toes or to drop to the knees. Wherever you are, I want you to widen those feet a little bit wider than your hips or knees wider than your hips, and we're gonna take it to shoulder taps. Opposite hand to opposite shoulder for 8. Last 7, lengthen your spine here, 6. Good, last 5, looking good. 4, we're gonna drop the knees, 3, 2, go ahead and drop those knees if you hadn't already. Take your right hand behind your head and we'll go for some spinal rotation. Right elbow to left wrist and then opening up. Inhale, right elbow, left wrist, open it up. 2 more, twisting and open. Last one, twisting and open, and then switching sides. Right hand down, left hand behind the head. Just getting that spine nice and warm, ready to support you in all kinds of positions today. 2 more, down and up. Last one, down and up. Good. From there, take both of your hands down to the mat, and we're gonna walk our knees back so we're in a kneeling plank position. Hold your kneeling plank, shoulders are stacked over those wrists. Curl your tailbone towards the backs of your thighs so that you have a little bit more support in your lower back. Keep holding this kneeling plank. We're gonna work on a lot of different types of push-ups today. So here we're just gonna learn a basic push-up on the knees. As you lower down into your push-up, you're gonna bend your elbows towards the back corners of your mat. So think about the capital letter A and then pushing your chest away. Inhale, bending your elbows, lowering only as low as you can keep the head lifted. You can keep the shoulder blades wide on the back of your body. 2 more, down and up. Last one, down and up. Good. From there, tuck your toes, lift your hips, and walk your feet towards your hands towards your feet. Go ahead and roll all the way up with control. From there, just turning to face me, and we'll go for some nice arm flaps just to finish off this warm-up. All right, so we're gonna work as usual, body part by body part, starting off with your shoulders. And for today's advanced workout, we're gonna go for some pyramids. So that means we're gonna work for 40 seconds, then 30 seconds, and then 20 seconds. 40 seconds of strength, 30 seconds of strength with a little bit of power, and then a 20-second hold. 4, last 3, last 2, last 1. So 40, 30, 20, and then we'll go through that 2 times before we have a push-up challenge. First exercise, we're gonna be getting into our shoulders. We have an upright row for 40 seconds. After our upright row, we're gonna add some of our power. We'll go for an overhead push press, and then we'll do a 20-second hold overhead. So getting ready for that upright row, feet are hip width apart parallel. Bring those weights in front of your thighs. Upright row, you're gonna roll the weights up your chest, bringing your elbows out towards the side, and then lower your arms back down towards the ground. We go in 3, 2, 40 seconds. Up and down. Good, soften your knees, lift and lower. Perfect. All right, so you've got 40 seconds here, 10 seconds of rest to reset for our next exercise, where we go for that overhead push press. I'll show you that push press when we get there. 20 seconds. Stretch the crown of your head towards the ceiling here, and pull the backs of your ears towards an imaginary wall behind you to keep the head in line with the rest of your body. Perfect. You've got just 5 seconds left. In 4, you relax. 3, 2, 1, relax. For your push press, you'll take those weights to your shoulders. You soften the knees, press overhead. Soften, press. We go in 4, 3, 2, 30 seconds of push press. Press, soften the knees. Press, soften the knees. When you take your arms overhead, you want to think of holding or hugging your front ribs in towards your spine. If pushing both of your arms overhead, you feel any discomfort in your back, or it just feels a little bit too heavy, you can of course do a push press with one arm extending at a time. In 4, 3, last 2, last 1, 10 seconds to recover, and then we'll just hold both of those arms overhead. We go in 4, oh my goodness, 3, 2, 1, take both of your arms overhead, just freeze. Good, pull your head away from your chest here, press the backs of your ears towards an imaginary wall, melt those shoulders away from your ears. 10 seconds, keep holding. You got this. Good, curl your tailbone towards the backs of your thighs. 3, 2, 1, and release. Good, full pause, take a second. Okay, so we're gonna go through those same 3 exercises again. Upright row, push press, and then just a hold. 10 seconds between each exercise to reset, to prepare yourself. And when we're done with this round, we'll go for a push-up challenge, targeting the shoulders a little bit more. We're gonna take off in 5, grab those weights for upright row. In 3, in 2, 1, here we go. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Whew. All right, 40 seconds of work. We got this. And down. And down. Good. You're past that halfway point. Keep working it. Elbows lifting. Tops of shoulders staying down. You've got just 10 seconds. And then 10 seconds to recover. 5, 3, 2, 1. 10 seconds. I'm going to take a quick sip of water. We have a push press. 4 seconds. 3, 2, push press. Press, soften the knees. Press, soften the knees. Nice. All right. We're feeling that heart rate go up on these power moves. Again, you can always single it out if you're feeling tension in your lower back, compression in your back. 10 seconds. I gotta single it out. Whew. Last 4, 3, 2, and 10 seconds. Just relax. We're gonna hold those arms overhead for 20 seconds, and then you are done with your shoulder circuit. 3, 2, here we go. Arms up. All right, 20 seconds. And then you get to kiss these moves goodbye. We're gonna get into our shoulder-oriented push-up. You have a tripod push-up. A little bit more emphasis on the shoulders. Last 4, looking good. Keep those knees soft. 3, 2, 1, and release. All right, you can place those weights down. You won't need them. We're gonna get into this tripod push-up. So come down to the mat with me. You're gonna find yourself in a plank position and then lift your hips up so you're in more of like a downward facing dog. Hold here, rotate your hands inward so your thumbs are pointing towards each other. And now we're gonna take off into our tripod push-up, bending those elbows, lowering the head towards your thumbs, and extending. In 3, 2, here we go. 30 seconds. Down and up, down and up. Now, if at any point one of these push-ups variations doesn't really work for you, you can always just go back to a classic push-up on your knees or on your toes. There we go. Oh, baby. You're almost done with your 30 seconds. 3, last 2, last 1, and release. Whew. All right, take a break. Up next, we're gonna get into your pull muscles, starting off with your back. All right, circuit 1 done. We're done with shoulders. So now we're gonna get into your pull muscles. We have our supinated row to start for the back. So I'm gonna grab those same weights. In your supinated row, you'll find a hinge position, palms facing forward, and you'll pull the elbows towards the outsides of your hips and down for 40 seconds. Then for your power move, you're gonna go for a narrow row, palms face in, to clean. 1 narrow row, push through your feet, and then rack the weights at your shoulders. And then for the final 20-second isometric hold, you're just gonna pull your elbows back and freeze. We're gonna go in 4, 3, 2, hinge, supinated row. Pull and stretch. 40 seconds. Good, draw those abdominals in here. And whenever you're in a hinge position, you wanna focus on what's called a neutral spine and a neutral pelvis. So in this case, you're thinking of stretching the crown of your head away from your tailbone, lengthening your spine as much as you can. And you wanna think of your tailbone lifting up towards the ceiling. Your sits bones, the bones at the bottom of your pelvis, are pulling away from the backs of your thighs. Your butt is very pointy towards the opposite wall. You've got just 5 seconds left. Draw those shoulder blades together. 3, 2, 1, 10 seconds. We have our narrow row, palms face in, to clean. We go in 5. Here we go. Get that power, get that heart rate up. In 3, 2, here we go. Narrow row, clean. Narrow row, clean. Perfect. So pushing through those feet, maybe even having to lift your heels off the mat a little bit, depending on the weight that you're working with, to bring those to bring those weights just onto the heads of the shoulders. You've got just 4, 3, 2, and release. 10 seconds. We'll finish off with that narrow row hold for 20 seconds. We go in 3, in 2, narrow row hold. Pull back, hold. All right. Lengthen your chin away from your chest. Your gaze is just towards the edge of the mat or towards the edge of the wall in front of you. Roll those shoulders back and down. Keep holding. Lift those elbows a little higher if you can. You've got 3, 2, 1, release. Take a full pause. Okay, we're gonna do those same exercises one more time. Supinated row, pull and reach. Narrow row, clean the weights. And then finally, your narrow row hold to finish it off. You've got another 10 seconds. Get ready to grab those weights for supinated row, getting into the back. In 5, in 4, 3, 2, 1, supinated row for 40 seconds. It's nice that the work period gets smaller and smaller. I love that. All right, now you've got a really good view of your feet. So you want to think of really rooting down through the base of the big toe, the base of the pinky toe, and both sides of your heels. 10 seconds. You've got this. Think more about pulling your elbow back towards the ceiling as opposed to pulling with your hands. 3, 2, 1, 10 seconds. Whew, definitely felt that one. 10 seconds, and then we go for our narrow row to clean. In 4, 3, 2, narrow row to clean. 1 narrow row, clean the weights up onto your shoulders. Row, clean. Row, clean. Now you can hear, right? I'm exhaling on the hard part because that exhale is going to cue my abdominals to fire. And your abdominals do a lot of things, like they help you exhale. 3, 2, 1, release. Abdominals help you exhale. They also help you stabilize the spine. So when you're doing loaded work like this, you want to use those abs to keep your spine supported. 3, 2, narrow roll, hold. Hold here. Good, and you're drawing those abdominals in, so pulling your front hips towards the center of your body, pulling both sides of your rib cage towards the center of your body. Keep holding. Good. 3, roll those shoulders back. 2, 1, and release. All right, push-up challenge. We're going to go for a push-up to a Superman. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my weights away. We don't need them for this exercise. And we're gonna come down to the mat in a plank position. So come to your plank position, or just watch me, you'll do it in a moment. You're gonna drop all the way down towards your chest, lift your chest away from the floor, keep your thighs down, and then push up into your plank position like you're pushing a board of wood away from the floor. Yeah, you got 30 seconds, and we'll take off in 5. In 4, push up to Superman. 3, 2, here we go. Down, down, down. Lift just your chest, keep your thighs down. Down, lift. Nice, and again, you can hear that strong exhale as I push away from the floor so I can get the support through my center that I'm looking for. You can also push up on your knees and lower on your knees if that's gonna be a better option for you. You've got just 5, 4, 3, 2, last push. Nice job. All right, done with your back. On to the next set of exercises. We're gonna get into your chest. So, laying on your back. First exercise is going to be your strength exercise, and we're gonna go for a rotational chest press. So, what does that mean? It means you're gonna start with your elbows out, a little bit lower than your shoulder line, and you're gonna push your arms towards the ceiling, rotating the hands in, and then rotating the palms forward as you lower. After 40 seconds like that, you're gonna go for a narrow chest press, just one arm at a time. Press, lower, press, lower, press, lower, trying to pick up the pace a little bit if you can. Final challenge, that isometric hold. You're gonna go back to the starting position for the first exercise and just hover your elbows away from the floor. Looks easy, I promise you it is not. We're gonna get started in just 5 seconds, getting started with that rotational press for 40. In 3, 2, here we go, rotational press. Lower and press. Inhale, lower, exhale, press. Inhale, lower, exhale, press. Continue to draw those abdominals away from the ceiling, I guess, or towards the floor, probably makes more sense. Inhaling down, exhaling up. You've got another 15 seconds, and then 10 seconds to recover before our alternating narrow press, where we try to pick up the pace a little bit. Oh yeah, I feel my chest. 4, widen your chest on the way down. 3, 2, 1. 10 seconds. We go for 30 seconds of a narrow chest press, alternating sides. 3, 2, here we go. Punch, punch, narrow chest press, alternating the arms so you can aim to go a little bit faster. Wow, 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 do I feel my chest. Now, just to be completely honest, right? To extend your elbow, you use your triceps. To lift that elbow forward off the floor, you're also using the front of your shoulder. So this isn't just chest. This is chest, shoulders, and triceps. 3, 2, 1. 10 seconds. And then we go for that hover moment. In 4, 3, we hover the weights off the mat. 2, 1. Okay, so open back up and just hold. Elbows are hovering away from the floor. Think of spreading your collarbones away from one another here and squeezing your shoulder blades together slightly in your back body. 10 seconds. You got this. If you feel nothing, try lifting your elbows 2 more centimeters and see if that gives you a bit more tension. There we go. 3, 2, 1. Release. Take a quick sip of water if you need. We're gonna go back in for those same trio of exercises in just 10 seconds. Good. In 5, rotational press. In 4, rotational press. 3, 2, widen those elbows, rotational press. Together and apart. Now, while you're doing this exercise, if things feel a little bit heavy, you can always alternate, right? That's always an option for you. Wow. I feel this so much. Over halfway, always my chest, I think, is like shocking. Maybe I'm going to say shockingly because I think most people don't really feel it that badly, but I feel my chest so much. In 3, in 2, and 1. I think it's because 10 seconds, and then we go for alternating narrow press. I think it's because I do so many planks when I'm teaching, so my chest is always a little fatigued. 3, 2, here we go. Narrow, chest press. Press. Good, keep widening the collarbones. Try not to round the tops of your shoulders away from the floor. Think of opening your shoulders in towards the floor. Press. Press. Wow, I'm just closing my eyes and getting it done, everybody. This is so hard. Inhaling, exhaling. 10 seconds. Oh my gosh, am I gonna make it? This is definitely the hardest for me that we've had so far. 4, 3, 2, 1, release. 10 seconds. Whew. All right, we're gonna hover those elbows away from the mat. I feel the burn, I feel the burn. 3, I hope you do too. 2, 1, get them up there, 20 seconds. Nothing like a chest press, nothing like a hold. 10 seconds. And then you guessed it, we're gonna go for those push-up challenges. This time we're just gonna go for a classic push-up. Simple enough. 3, 2, 1. All right. Put your weights off to the side. We're gonna get into that push-up challenge, just 30 seconds. We have a classic push-up that you saw at the beginning of the class on your knees or your toes. 30 seconds of that classic push-up. And we'll go in just 10 seconds, okay? Getting ready for your classic push-up. Elbows are gonna go out towards that capital letter A. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. I'm gonna try on my toes. And when I simply cannot anymore, I'm gonna drop to my knees. Down and up. Down and up. You got it. Keep your chin away from your chest here. Your chest would hit the mat before your nose. You've got just 10 seconds left. Body long. You are strong. You can do this. 5. Wow, my push-ups are so slow, but that's okay. 3, 2, 1. Release. Oh my gosh. All right, done with chest, so done with another push muscle group. We're gonna get into your second pull muscle group, which are your biceps, and we're gonna come up to stand. First exercise, your strength exercise, is going to be a rotational curl. Palms start facing in, and then palms face you on the way up. Palms face in, palms face you. Then after those 40 seconds of rotational curls, you're gonna go for 30 seconds of alternating hammer curls where the palms face in, looking for speed, and then we'll just hold a halfway curl for 20 seconds. I'm gonna go for my medium weights. We'll see. We'll get going in 10 seconds. We'll see. In 5, rotational curl. 3, 2, soften your knees. 1, 40 seconds. You curl, palms face you. You lower, palms face in. You curl, palms face your chest. You lower, palms face in. Good. Here as well, you can always single it out, right? One arm at a time. I want you to focus on the stability of the rest of your body as you go for these curls. And trying not to swing the weights around. If the only way you can do the move is by swinging the weights, they're probably too heavy. 10 seconds. 5. Listen for that exhale. We're stabilizing the spine. 3, 2, 1, release. 10 seconds, and then we go for those 30 seconds of alternating hammer curls, going as fast as you can. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Curl, 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 curl. All right, I promise you, I'm trying to push my pace. May not look like it, but I'm trying really hard. 15 seconds. Oh yeah. Last 10, maybe you go a little bit faster. In 5, I'm gonna have to drop weights for that hold, I know it. 3, 2, 1. If you need to change your weights, go for it. 10 seconds, we go for that halfway hold. In 4, 3, 2, 1, halfway hold. There we go. I'm gonna turn to the side just so you can see, right? I have my tailbone dropping down, my elbows reaching forward. 10 seconds. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Whew. All right, second set, exactly the same. Rotational curls, narrow hammer curl alternating, halfway curl hold. I'm gonna take a quick sip and then we're gonna get started. Let's get started in just 5 seconds. Yeah, 5. In 5, we grab those weights, rotational curl. 3, 2, 1, rotational curl. Here we go. All right. Nice job, everybody. How are you feeling so far? You're almost done. You got one more circuit. One more circuit after this, and then it's done. Again, you can always alternate the curls. I'm gonna go for that for a little bit. You've got a little bit less than 20 seconds. Good, now down to just 10. Oh, last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. 30 seconds of alternating hammer curls. Curl, curl, curl. Pushing that pace in 5, 4, 3, 2, here we go. Curl, oh, curl. Okay, I'm gonna try for 30 seconds with these guys. Let's see. It's feeling serious, okay? Turn to the side again just so you can see. Hopefully I'm demonstrating pretty well that my elbows aren't swinging around. It's very difficult for me, but I'm trying my best. Last 5, feel free to go lighter so you can go faster. I should have done that. 3, last 2, last curl. All right, 10 seconds, definitely dropping weights for that halfway hold. Got my 5 kilos because I'm toasted. 3, 2, curl, hold, 20 seconds. Palms are facing in, chest is proud. Knees are unlocked. 10 seconds, keep holding. Maybe you can bump those elbows a little bit more forward. Oh yeah, feel the biceps. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Whew, fun fact, bicep curls, when I was first starting to get into strength training, were my absolute least favorite. And now I would say I feel kind of similarly. Okay, up next, we're gonna get into our push-up push-up variation. You are going to go for a push-up burpee to bicep curl. I will show you what that looks like, do not worry. Drop those weights gently to the mat. You're gonna find a plank on your weights. You'll have your push-up here. Elbows are gonna go narrow towards the rib cage here. Then you hop or step your feet next to the weights, come up to stand, and give me a bicep curl. Come on down, we're gonna get started in 10 seconds, 30 seconds of push-up burpee curl. In 3, in 2, 30 seconds, here we go. Down, up, hop, stand. Good, now of course you can take this a little bit faster. If you're feeling, really solid and you want to get that heart rate up a little bit more, I'm focusing a little bit more on control so that I really feel each step of this exercise. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. You can come down to the mats. I'm gonna keep those same weights, and we're gonna get into our final circuit, which is all about your triceps. Exercise 1, you have an overhead. That's not true. You don't have an overhead tricep extension. You have a kneeling tricep extension. Oh my gosh, here we go. Kneeling tricep extension, you're gonna pull your elbows back, find a kneeling position. You're gonna kick those arms back and bend. Kick back and bend. Then you're gonna take it to tricep dips. You can do them on your weights or without, depends on your wrists. If you have sensitive wrists, use your weights for a little bit more support. 30 seconds, tricep dipping as fast as you can. And then a 20-second isometric hold in the dip. Whew. 10 seconds, then we go. Kneeling, tricep extension. Whew. In 5, in 4, you got it. 3, 2, here we go, 40 seconds, let's just finish it. Extend and bend. Now, I'm not swinging the weights, right? So it's all about that control. If you feel like doing one arm at a time, you're gonna feel a little bit more control, then do one weight at a time. Extend and bend. Extend and bend. Here my palms are gonna face in the whole time. Lift your chin off your chest. Reach your heart forward. If you were wearing a name tag, you would be showing that name tag off to the wall in front of you. In 5, maybe there's a mirror in front of you, who knows? 4, 3, 2, 1. You can lower the weights down. 10 seconds, we go for tricep dips. I'm gonna use the weights for a little bit more height. I'm gonna put my hands on the hexagonal heads. 3, 2, here we go. 30 seconds. Whoop. All right, I'm working on my form with tricep dips because I tend to feel this a lot in the front of my shoulder, and it's because I was putting my body weight too far forward. You wanna keep your shoulders right over your wrist line, more or less. Oh my goodness, 10 seconds. 10 seconds and then a 10-second pause. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can pause for a second. 10 seconds, we hold a tricep dip for 20 seconds. 5, I hate tricep dips, okay? But they're effective. 3, 2, here we go. Hovering the butt just a couple of centimeters away from the mat. Open your chest, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Keep your elbows soft. You want more tension, walk those feet further away from you. Increase the load. You got just 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Oh. All right, back to our kneeling tricep extensions. You can turn around, you've got 10 seconds, and then we'll get into it, right? Kneeling tricep extensions. I'm gonna change directions just to keep it fun. 5, 4, 3, 2, pull those elbows back. Now, say you have really sensitive knees. You can, of course, do this exercise standing in a hinge and then come down for the tricep dips. I just wanted to start it down to make that transition a little bit easier. Good. Nice. Lift your chin away from your chest. Not so much so that you're looking directly forward. You're still looking on the downward diagonal, but I don't want you to tuck your chin into your chest. We just want nice length on all sides of the neck. I say a lot, it's like you're wearing a thick turtleneck and a very thick layer of makeup. What would that look like for you? 10 seconds. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. I think we did an extra 10 seconds there. It happens sometimes. Slide those weights back. In 4, we go for tricep dips. 3, 2, 30 seconds of tricep dips. Oh yeah. Elbows pulling back, pulling back. Shoulders opening wide, chest proud. Oh, just close your eyes and bear it, guys. You've got 10 seconds. Oh. I'm feeling it. I'm with you. You got this. You've done much harder than just a couple tricep dips. 3, 2, 1, release. 10 seconds. We go in for that tricep dip hold. You got your push-up challenge, and then you're done. 3, 2, tricep dip hold for 20 seconds. Walk the feet away from you. If you want a little bit more of a challenge, a little bit more load. 10 seconds. Open your chest. There we go. Hug those abdominals in. For 3, 2, 1, release. All right, last push-up challenge here, and then you are done. We are gonna go for a diamond push-up to get a little bit more into those triceps. You're gonna make a diamond shape with your fingers. The wider the diamond, the more stable it's going to be. So pick a width that works for you. I'm gonna stay on my knees because I wanna focus on that narrow diamond. We'll drop the chest down, elbows go again to that capital letter A shape. Your heart goes to the center of the diamond, and then you press up. We're gonna go in 5, in 3, 2, 30 seconds. Down and up, down and up. Nice, as you go down and up, notice if you start to put weight a little bit more into one hand. Can you keep the pressure even between your two hands? Keep drawing your abdominals away from the floor, pulling the head away from the floor as well. Yours looking about, I don't know, a yard, a meter ahead of you. 4, 3, 2, and find your child's pose. Shift your hips back. Take a second here. Whew. And let us stretch. You can stay in your child's pose. Widen your knees wider than your hips. Bring your hips towards your heels here. And then we'll go for a needle and thread. So you're gonna reach your left arm underneath you. Come to your left ear. Breathing space into that whole right side. Inhale here. Exhale back to center. Switching sides. Left arm goes long, right arm threads. Coming to that right ear, right shoulder. Breathing into the underarm on the left side. Good, coming back to center, inhale in that child's pose one more time. And on the exhale, slowly roll yourself up. From there, you can come to a seated position. Interlace the hands behind your back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and puff up your chest. Opening up the chest, see if you can really breathe deeply into the front of your rib cage here. Like you wanted to tear your shirt in two. Good, and then take your arms up and overhead, left elbow into the right hand. Hold that left elbow, pull it in, and now give me a big side stretch to the right. Back to center, grab onto your right elbow, hugging that elbow in towards the midline. Big side stretch to the left. Back to center, and now give yourself a huge round of applause. Nice job with that upper body workout. It was tough stuff with all of those push-up variations. I hope that you feel your shoulders, your biceps, your chest, really everything in your upper body, and that you're finishing feeling super strong. If you like this workout, then I would love if you subscribe to my channel. It's Emily's Line Fitness, and I have new videos coming out every single week. Thanks so much for grabbing the weights, for getting on your mat, and I'll see you next time.